Hello, good afternoon. Hi, Austin. How are you doing? Yeah, I heard about Expedition 33 winning the whole thing. I also heard about the DLC. That's pretty cool. I actually have not played it, and it probably should be on my list of things. It might be something I would enjoy. Well, I want to just check one thing. I don't know. I guess we're okay. No trophies? Oh, well. So does that mean you're not going to do it because you're focused on trophy hunting? Not going to take a shot at the DLC? You heard it was short? Oh, okay. I don't know. I have not really watched anyone play Expedition 33 in the just because if it's something that I end up deciding to do down the road, I didn't want it to spoil me. So I thought, I'll just kind of ignore it. And maybe it's something I try. We'll see. But speaking of trying, let's jump into this because I want to get this moving here so I can do some other stuff maybe. So 3, 2, 1, let's go. But yeah, I got the bombs. I really don't know anything about it. Let's do this real quick. Okay. But obviously, I mean, I've heard a lot of great things about the game in general, and obviously, it's very good. Small team, came in at like, what, 40 or something like that for the entry price, and it ended up being just a phenomenal game for a lot of people, so that's pretty cool. The only thing I've heard is some of the music, just because I guess there's a MSU pack that if I wanted to, I could use it with this game, but I don't really know the game, so I don't know if it would really be any great. A trophy video of it? Nah, I don't want to see anything. I don't, because if I do play it, I don't want to get spoiled. I don't know if I ever will, but if I do, but I appreciate it. I did start playing, and I'll probably after this go into it a little bit more. I started playing Metroid Prime 4. And got partway through the second area, took a death somewhere, and I had played it for like 3 or 4 hours, and I decided to take a break. But it's very good. But I want to pick it up and see if I can get through the area that I was having a hard time with. So getting used to the controls a little bit because I think they changed it up. I feel like it feels good once you get the hang of it, but I definitely need to do a little bit better job with the combat. I was taking a lot of hits, and I feel like I wasn't targeting as good as I can for some of those battles. So, but it was good overall. Sure. Alright, let's see what money we get and stuff like that so we can at least afford Bottle Vendor while we're in the village. We'll probably get a few other 20s. Whatever. Snow's coming down pretty good today. I was out for a little bit this morning, and then I got home, and the next thing I know, it was Coming down pretty good. Okay. More bombs. Alright. We're set with Bottle Vendor now because we'll get 30 right here. And a Bombos Medallion. Glove is good. Okay. I am happy with that. Alright. Not super worth there, but oh well. I wonder if we'll get an early lamp with Glove to get us up on the mountain, because then we have the mirror to get to Hera. We'll do the back of escape after we check these two spots down here. Okay. And then let's find out if we need to do race game. What did I do yesterday? Yesterday I was on here. I don't really need that. Yesterday I did a co-op mystery seed with Scanler on here. And we got some really rough settings, like a swordless with hard settings and enemizer, so enemies were shuffled. And it took us about 3 hours to do. Also, like, keys were shuffled, so there's just a lot going on. But we persevered, we made it. And then yesterday I had some friends come up and we went to a hockey game, and it was a fun time. And they stayed over. We had breakfast this morning, and they took off. Okay. So we already got the small key. We're item tight in the front, so I might consider doing the front of escape soon. Yeah, it has been a fun weekend. I would say so. What did you end up doing? A family Christmas party? Very nice. Yo, Master Sword. Okay, that's interesting. Now if we get that lamp, I'm going to be worrying about Aga. We're going to grab this because we're really close to Zora money. And if we get it, then we can kind of route that into... Nice. Okay, we have mountain access. You know what? We'll come back for Ice Cave later. Let's activate this thing. It was lots of pics after I got in a group. Oh, okay. Yeah. Family group message, send a lot of pics back and forth. That's cool. So, Hera's interesting, but I can only do a couple checks up there. It might be what I need to do. I'm not sure if that's where I should go, though. Your niece's first Christmas party? Oh, yeah, that's cute. That's gonna get even better when you get to, like, the second or third, because then she'll have a better idea of what's going on, and then it's a lot of fun when you have the kids at that age. She was an angel, of course. That was Sankard, I think. Let's... Yeah, you know what? This is a good time to go to escape. Let's do this. We're gonna save and quit from here. This is the time to run up and just do it. Then I could just mirror out later. And we can go elsewhere. But there's 3 items that are accessible. One's in the dark. But we can get it. Made Lagoon. What is that? Or were you trying to... Yeah, I'm not sure what you meant. I don't know why I'm not doing this the way I should be doing it. Well, eggplants, carrots, and vegetables, and cut up pork pieces. Oh, okay. Hey, that sounds pretty good. I don't think I've ever had that before. Sometimes our Christmas tradition is like a lasagna or something like that, but I don't know what we're doing. Like a pulled pork. This is not panned out, so we're gonna hope Dark Cross is something. Okay, yeah, it makes sense. Usually, I feel like at Christmas we either do like a lasagna or we do like a spiral ham or something like that. One of the two. It's not an escape. I should probably just go to Sahasrara and then also do Eastern. Oh. Well, now that puts that extra check in Eastern. Well, sort of. So if the big key shows up in Eastern, well, we don't have a bow though. Let's check Saha. We'll get some information. Maybe there's actually just a bow here. Or the fire source is to help us do more stuff in Hera. Yeah, we can beat Hera. That's what it wants. Alright. We'll probably just head up there. Okay, and a moon pearl. That's good. Pod. That sucks. Yeah, I like a lot of my brother does a lot of like smoked. He does smoking in general, like smoked meats and stuff like that. So he is very good at making a lot of different stuff on the smokers, and pork shoulder and turning that into pulled pork and stuff like that is so good. He does an amazing job with it. The flavors he gets out of it are just amazing. All right. Let's check Spec Rock. I'll take the heart in a minute. Is this anything good? I don't think we need it. I'm not going out of my way for 300 bucks at this point. We'll probably get more soon. But it has a smell. Like what type? Like a good smell, I would hope, right? Maybe not. No, come on. Like someone's smooping. Come on. Then why would you eat it then? It tastes good, but just doesn't smell great. It sounds like the spices they're using are kind of Maybe you just don't like the smell of one of the spices or something. Okay. So that's why we needed a fire source. Fine. I missed? Okay. That's a shame. I wouldn't want to smell something like that and then know that that's about what I'm gonna like what I'm about to eat. I think I'd be grossed out by that. Because there's a lot of different stuff out there. Like, it might not smell great, but it tastes wonderful. But then people have a hard time, like, getting around the smell. Like, it psychologically messes you up. Okay, well, that's the answer to our problems. Alright, last item is on the boss. Nice. Alright. So, we're immediately going to turn in that bottle. And more than likely, we're going to just go up to Skull Woods. Like, we'll see what it is, but... it's beatable, so we should probably just go. A lamp. Holy shit. Okay. Well, that's interesting. That's really good. Alright, it's a crystal. So Meyer entered a rock. Ice is the other 5-6. Meyer... no, not to a rock. Thieves Town. God. Ice is the 5-6. Let's just confirm because I don't want to fuck that up. Okay, let's go. So yeah, beating this is great. Good. I didn't necessarily want to take all those hits, but... whoops. I can get a few hearts back in the back area here, but... I also see if these... they drop a full magic, but... yeah. Nice. I'm gonna do this to get the heart. Magic. And the heart. Alright. Let's do... one shot. And that. Nah, I took a hit. No. Alright. We should be good because I have the other green potion, so I'm going to abuse it. Nice. Early moth kill is always good. Super happy with that. Alright, let's get this other item here. So both items are in the front. Let's go get them. Six hours of sleep. I actually got a decent amount last night. 5 to 6 is what I average during the week. It's not enough. I really should try to get to bed earlier. But it's like I want to be a night owl, but then I gotta get up early. So it's not a good combination. Did you start back up at work yet? You wait until next year? Okay. Okay, I think we got all 3 smalls. Yeah, we did. So this could be the item here. It is a hammer. That's really good. No, I was just wondering. I couldn't remember if at one point you said that you might be going back sometime in December. I think that was at one point maybe your plan, or at least maybe that's what you thought it was going to be. That was sticking out in my head for some reason. I'll take a second bottle. Which show? What are you hooked on now? Bailing Out Loud. I don't ever watch shows. I watch, like, if I want to be entertained, I watch Twitch streams. It's just kind of like what I've been doing. And then occasionally doing my own. I don't know. I just kind of lost interest in, like, regular TV shows. Is that like a sitcom, basically? It's on TLC, so probably, yeah. I'm not upset about that. Alright, we're gonna dive into this dungeon, at least do the first 4. If we get 2 or 3 items, we're out. Oh, okay, interesting. Alright, that's fair. I like it when they can respectfully display a character who has those types of features. If it's like more of a, you know, put a little laughter to it, but make it an awareness thing. I'm gonna get annoyed if there's only 1 item in front, because then it's gonna make me want to continue. Which, Thieves' Town is sometimes known to have something. And we don't have another clearable dungeon, so maybe I just do it anyway. It doesn't take that long. Yeah, we only got 1 item in the front. That sucks. Alright. Ow. Whenever she... Whoops. She says that? Oh no. Yeah. Yeah, I could see where, you know, that could be an issue. Ah. Alright, 1 hit's not bad. So it's more of like a situational thing. Certain things kind of trigger it more than others. That makes sense. I'm sure there's plenty of people who have that type of thing. Yeah. Like any type of stressful situation. Yeah, that's not uncommon, so I could see why they would want to... Oh, I just took all these unnecessary hits. I can see why they want to show an example of someone who goes through that. There's a lot of people who go through things like that. So, I'm kind of glad to see that, just because if there is something good in this big chest, it required that you did Skullwoods first, though I think most people probably would. It's not important anyway. No! For God's sakes, can everything just get out of my way just for 1 minute? No, I was hoping for a heart. She's like, alpacas? What about the alpacas? Alright. If we have a good blind fight, we won't have to worry about the fact that we're a little low on health. Broken pencils are pointless. Alright, we did it. She wants them at our wedding. Third bottle. Alright, well this wasn't really great. Alright, whatever. Alright, let's do our dig game. And we got a whole bunch of little checks to do on our way to Hype Cave. And we're going to hope that we get something that'll help us defeat another dungeon along the way to this. Like, a bow would be nice. Didn't really need the money. Flippers technically makes Ice Palace sort of beatable. So one episode she does not like horses. Horses did it too. So it's like she's discovering what types of stuff will kind of get her going or not. I see. Oof. Well, that wasn't anything helpful. Alright, let's take a little walk. Let's see if we get anything. Cave 45, Stumpy. We turn this in. Then we go to Hype Cave. Wow. She goes out to the back deck and says, okay. That's funny. Alright, I hope there's something good here. I wouldn't qualify the red boomerang as the item I was looking for. Alright. What I'm probably going to do is we're going to take a walk to the pyramid and probably check out Catfish. Because we're here. I might go check the mire area. We can go into desert. Desert's beatable if it's not boots locked. That's all we have to dodge is the big key on the torch. So we might be able to beat that dungeon. So I think that's where I want to go next. Because the rest of this is really not panned out to much. I'll grab this for the lulz. Ugh. Alright. I walked all the way up here. Please give me something good. That's not good. Alright. We can't do waterfall yet. I mean, I can, but I'd have the fake flipper for it, so not right now. Okay, that's garbage. That's good. Whoops. So this is the ledge item. And we're gonna get ripped off by Zora. Only 2 seasons for it? I mean, hopefully, if you enjoy it, hopefully it gets more, right? Sure. I know what else we could do. Let's head over to all of the Death Mountain stuff over here. Then we'll flute over to the mire area and do desert. We should probably get Paradox done and stuff like that. There's probably something there. Quake. Alright, so we can get that. That might be important. She moves into an apartment, and like her other half is out. She needs to wait for a couch to get to her. What? Interesting. Come on, give me something up here. Alright. Flippers is good. So Flippers does put a couple more checks in logic. I actually don't know what's on the island, so I should probably go look at that. Okay. We do need to beat this dungeon, so it'd be good to find out what's required. Okay, so we can go grab Quake right now. So that's good. We can't do anything inside of it, so I'm not in a rush to open it unless I find Samaria like right here. Clothes shopping. Alright. So we're gonna grab Quake and get off the mountain because we don't really have anything else we can do here. I don't know, like, I know what the pattern is here, but I just screw it up sometimes. Okay. I'm like 90% sure that the item on Desert Ledge is garbage. But I honestly don't remember. Nice. Sure. I guess that gives me an excuse to go run by potions, though. This is dumb. Might as well. Why did I do that? Waste of time. Alright, let's find out whether or not this is boots locked or not. Maybe, maybe not. If the big key's here, we can at least beat the dungeon. Well, we are boots locked, so they gotta be somewhere. Well, let's do this real quick. We should be able to beat ice. Powder, huh? Sure. Okay. So that's nothing. All right. Okay, that's fine. Bum, bum. Well, this room's got fucked. Alright, hopefully I can not have an issue with the long jump. Oh, come on, stop it. Alright. Let me line this bad boy up. There we go. Tells it like how she sees it, huh? Okay. Let's see if we get... I'm gonna wait for this. Yeah. Like, thanks for telling me. I wasn't sure. Alright, we go back. Okay, didn't really need that, but it's decent to have, though. Alright, one item left in here. Not there. Nice. That's pretty funny. Yeah, we need this. Cool. Yeah. So, this is the weird part now. we have a couple checks we can do down here. That certainly is not it. We have the front of Eastern. We have checks we could do in Pod. Or we can go through TR. None of these sound great. But Eastern's something I probably should have looked at early. I just wish the bow popped up. Obviously, the decision would be a lot easier. And of course, we also have the front of Swamp. Which really sucks. Because, like, hookshot, you know? I think we go into Eastern, but we'll go and just open up Pod while we're there. I mean, there's a chance Pod locks me out immediately. Which would probably be the best thing to happen to me. So let's look quick. Well, this at least lets me get back and we'll be able to clear out the maze and stuff. It's nice to have. Fucking A. Alright. We're gonna check. Because if there's two keys... No, this is probably a key for a key. Yeah. I wanted to just be sure. Alright. Well, Looks like we're going to Swamp next. Of course. Yeah, just got a pod. Pen and pod, of course. I mean, it's not like I lost a lot of time or anything like that, because I did a lot of shit, but... Go to the Dark World. Did this yesterday. Okay. Okay. All right, so what am I doing? Open the chest. Okay. I am Boots. Bow Ice Rod away. I think that's what we're looking at here. At minimum. So of course there's 2 items left side swamp, which sucks. Got the quick kill. Alright. I mean, I think we just take the gamble, then go right up Death Mountain. So I can just do this, and then save and quit, and go up the mountain. Unless I get something that lets me actually clear out the dungeon right away. It's hard when you know two of them are items for sure. Both checks. So yeah, we'll do this. Save and quit. We need to check. We can open up TR, check Hookshot Cave. And we'll try to clear TR. If the Ice Rod shows up in there, great. Then we can do it. Or maybe we find it over here, which would be amazing. I don't know why I went this way. I could have just jumped down, but that's alright. Also wouldn't mind boots, because it opens up both items in desert, beating that dungeon, and opens up the 5-6 crystal. Okay, let's not save and quit right away. We could check Bombos Tablet while we're here. And then we'll just flute up. That was wild. Wasn't expecting a book. Oh my god, stop. We're only going this way because we're gonna check this ether tablet right away. Alright. Disappointing. Was hoping for the best there. No such luck. Okay, so open this, hookshot cave, and then we're gonna go through it. Best we can do at this point, besides checking Mire. Mire's only 2 items, so this is definitely a density play. We're gonna hope we're right. Because it would suck if it's in Mire, just because it's pendant, and it's just not the most dense item location at this point. Alright, Hookshot Cave is kind of trash. That's too bad. Okay. Still no safeties. Okay. Ah. Oh no, a 9-inch pickle. That's suggestive. Alright, we gotta check this because we're still looking for this damn ice rod. Hey look, the damn ice rod. Alright, well. Now we just gotta get good at laser skips unless we get lucky with, oops, with a safety find before we get there. Okay. I can't believe we're still missing boots and bow. I was hoping to not do that, but that's fine. There they are. Okay. So that lets me clear out desert. I'm doing itty bitty things at a time here. And now we have to try to do laser skips. Bet you there's a shield in Mire. Something stupid or a safety. Okay. Can't just bypass everything because we're still looking for a bow. So far, so good. Still 3 items left in here, so these are all items. Perfect. Nah, that's not it. Okay. Bad. Okay. Let's go kill a Trinox. Actually, we're gonna go ahead and powder this idiot. And now we'll head up. What the hell was that? God damn it. That was so stupid. Alright, whatever. I love it when I hit the wrong button. You do this fight enough, you should know it, and then I just go and screw it up. At least I didn't screw it up that bad. It's just annoying. Took a lot more time than I needed. Alright, we gotta go to desert, and then I guess we can go into Mire. If the answer's not there, hey, a safety. Maybe we just check Spy Cave real quick while we're up here. We also have those 2 stupid boots checks I can go look at real quick, too. I guess going here, if I want to get these dumb boots checks out of the way, this is probably the quickest. Alright. Thanks for the trash. I can't wait to find out that there's a bow just sitting in Eastern. That's probably what's going to happen to me. Like, I'm going to do all this shit and then finally go in there and just get it. And then I'll be sad, because I should have known that I was in Go if that's the case. I'm just hoping it's here. Or at Red Bomb. So I'd rather go into Eastern with 3 items than go in and then possibly just be able to beat it than dipping Mire. Okay. So that was locked behind boots. Holy shit. I mean, there could still be one in Eastern. But now the likelihood's smaller. So, we're officially in Go. Yo, swag. Free blue goo. So the lamp could have been gotten very early if he would have just come into Eastern and grabbed that bottle. So all three items are probably going to be right in front. And I'll have to go all the way to the anniversary chest. The big key. I'll hate it. Well, they're not all in the front, but we have to go to the inner freight chest anyway. Go figure. Alright, so the good news is that I wouldn't have gotten a bow by coming in here early, so I'm not punished. So it looks like this bow... The first bow might have indeed been locked behind all that stuff. There could have been one in Mire. But I won't be surprised if the other one's in GT. I guess we'll find out eventually, because if we don't find it, Ganon will tell us. I am curious if I did get the only bow that I could have gotten before clearing these dungeons out. Oh, come on, you piece of garbage. I definitely fired a second arrow. Alright, let's get back to the mountain, go into GT. Lucky. I really thought he was gonna absolutely screw me right there. Alright, 134 entrance, not too bad. I was like, wait, what item do I want out? The hammer. I want the hammer out. Cape is nice. It's like, once the first two chests have complete garbage, you just know the entire side is complete garbage. It's like every single time that happens. And then it's just, it feels bad, because then you're like, well, I guess that was a waste of my time. But, whatever, the big key can be in any of these spots. Okay, of course the shovel's here. Every item except for... We saw red mail, we didn't grab it, but every item except for the silvers, I think, right now. Oh, and a mirror shield. But whatever. We don't really care. Nice splash. Cool. Aw. Nice magic refill. I guess we just see if the other bow's up here, because it's funny if it is. I mean, we didn't see the blue boomerang, that's true. Nice. Nope. I mean, there are some chests in GT we didn't get to, because I wasn't going to go to Ice Armos and stuff like that, so... Could be back there. I probably got credit for only one there. That sucks. And then it blue balled me, so that's nothing. Ooh, that's a triple. I don't know if that was one or two. Alright, not too bad. Alright, let's get this wrapped up and see how we do. Light World. Were they literally in the dig spot? That's lame as shit. You bastard. You know what? Since that happened, Let's find out. Fuck it. Because I don't think they'd be on pedestal. I think it says pedestal. And it might be there. And if it is, we're not doing it. But I just... It is pedestal. Holy shit. That's rude. So that bow that I got, you had to go through all that. That's awful. Alright, good to know. Let's not fuck up this fight this time. Worse. Oh, they could also, you know what? They could also be on green pendant turn in. Either way, that means that they're behind the other bow. So no one's getting silvers in this dude. That's shit. That's how that's supposed to go. Okay. There we go. Alright. Could have been a few minutes faster had I not taken the stupid fall. But... time. Alright, let's see what some other people's times were on this one. I am very curious how some people fared. Okay, someone got a 236.30. Kirby with a 123.31, shocking. Let me see what... Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the trick was getting into pod and getting what? The hook shot was there. Something else was there too. jeez. So the arrows are on ped. Yeah, someone kind of confirmed that. Yeah, hookshot was kind of shitty. Early TR was a good gamble. If you had all the stuff. But you had to do ice first because your Samario was there. So 141 from Chaos Cloud. That's pretty good. Doggy, 128.15. That's good. Yeah, a lot of Death Mountain climbs for sure. $154.52. A 202. Someone went 3 to 4 hours and DQ'd. Yeah, not having access to silver because they're on pedestal is really tough for some newer runners. And there's quite a few newer people who try these seeds, which is really cool. But it's not super friendly sometimes, and just that's the way it rolls occasionally. Yeah, 141.49 from Kate, that's good. 130, really great time. Here's Kate, 127.43, nice run. Nice run. Here's Bagel. Bagel ran this in the night. 149.57, so I'm actually going to beat Bagel this week. Yeah. You did try to pair Eastern Palace and Pop, but couldn't scratch money and also wasted time on Aero games, so you could do Dig Game. So yeah, you had to do... Money was a weird thing. I found a few 300s early enough, but I skipped one. Because I skipped the one inside, Spec Rock. But, yeah. I wasted time on Left Side Swamp, too. That would have been a nice skip, but there were so many items still, and there were two items left there, and I was like 3 or 4 items away from go at that point, so I was gonna do it. Orbital's a good runner too. Holy shit. A 111? Wow. That's insane. I wish there was a VOD. I would watch that. Like, that's crazy good on this seed. I would absolutely love to watch that. Oh, that's right. Fire Rod was an Ice Rod cave. That's what some people missed that progression because they skipped that. That's one of those things. It's. I know it's a shitty out of the way check, especially when we didn't have boots. But as soon as we got the, that's why as soon as I got the flute, I saved and quit, did a couple things, fluted back there, got it pretty quickly. But I get it. Like if you don't have a fast way there, it's a shitty check. But it can have something important because it's early. Because all that locks it is bombs, so it's worth looking at. And that's just a reality. I forgot that that's what was there. Alright. I'm pretty happy overall. It might have not been super fast, but it wasn't too bad. I'll be middle of the road for this one. But there was some definitely trolley locations. Ice Rod being into the rock in the freaking lava chest is just shitty. But it is what it is. So 175, 147, 24. Cool. Alright. Well, thanks anyone for popping in, hanging out. I always appreciate the support. I don't know. I'm going to keep my eyes peeled on whether or not anyone else is doing anything tonight. Sometimes multi-worlds and shit pop up, and maybe I will... I don't know. Maybe I'll end up doing something else. If not, that's cool. I'll just chill with some other stuff. And I, at minimum, should be back on for MMM tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern. So see you then. Good night. See ya.